Guys, welcome to another Voice of Nick vlog. We're going to take a look at my Japanese capsule toy collection. So this is kind of a selection of my capsule toy collection. We have some sort of more grounded ones, some more mundane ones. We have some really crazy ones. And if you go all the way to the back, you have the classic anime pinup lady. That's like the, one of the quintessential capsule toys. Right next to it we have a Tiki Head guy made out of a banana. So we're descending further into the realm of amazing Japanese weirdness. This one is an alligator in a suit who is playing the tambourine, and it seems he's in trouble here because he's gonna hit his own beak alligator nose thing with the tambourine. He's getting in his own way there. I like that guy. This one back here I particularly like. This is from a series of a girl who is very clumsy in whatever she's doing, I guess. I don't know if it's based on something, but this is a girl who's trying to hit a baseball and it's accidentally hitting her in the face. That's one of my favorite acquisitions, actually. These are really fun. So sometimes capsule toys aren't just, like a statue. A lot of times you build them. So this is an actual little mini Gundam model, which, it has an instruction manual and everything. You put the pieces together. It's obviously not as complex as like an actual Gundam model kit, but it does take a decent amount of time to put together, depending on the complexity of the one you get. We also, speaking of ones that you have to put together, this one as well, this statue guy comes in pieces. Not as many pieces, but obviously it would be tough for the staff to be connected when you get the toy, if it's gonna fit into a little capsule. This is another big paradigm for capsule toys, which is like robots doing things. So I have a few of these. I only put one here. I have one of a robot doing karaoke, which I probably would have included if I remembered to bring him down here, but this one's a robot in a lounge chair, and he's just having a nice time. He's lounging around. This one is actually one of my favorite acquisitions. It was like $1 toy, but I ended up spending like $20 trying to get this exact one. I think it's supposed to be a lady who's doing like housework. So she, in this one, she's like washing her face, in preparation for something. But what I thought was great about it was that if you put it on the side, it just looks like she's crying, like bawling her eyes out, and there's tears, anime tears flying out of her face. And when I originally saw it, I didn't think, oh, it's housework. It's just, I thought it was a person crying, and I was like, I need to get this toy. I have no idea why they would make a toy of a person crying. This is a cat drinking champagne. If you know Japan, you know that they certainly like cats, and so do I. So my brother and I, between us, ended up getting a lot of different cat capsule toys. A lot of times it's cats doing interesting things. This one's a cat toasting with champagne. We have a cat who's like playing with, string or playing with something. I don't think we have the piece that it came with, if it did come with something, but he's like, messing around with something here. We have a cat who's sleeping in a little bed, a little cutie down there. I think he has a toy with him too, that he sleeps on, like a little pillow or something. And we'll see more cats here, like this guy who's sleeping on top of one of these. You see these Japanese water machines a lot when you go to like anywhere really, just like free water in this particular type of device. And I guess maybe it generates heat, so the cat is sitting on top of it, or maybe he just wants to sit on top of it, I don't know. But a lot of times you'll see Japanese toys that are like a cat who is interacting with an everyday object. This one is, I don't even know what he is, like a mole or something coming out of the ground, and he's pretty heavy. It might be, it's not a magnet, but it's definitely a thicker, more sturdier toy. We have here, this is an apple, I guess, that's carved out with a Tiki Head, so maybe this is part of the same set as the banana Tiki Head guy over here, now that I'm thinking about it. I don't think I got these, I think my brother got these, because I don't remember ever seeing these ones. These are pretty cool though. This is a cat who's, what is he? I think this is part of the same set. Yeah, so this cat is holding a bottle as well. You can see he's got an upside down bottle there. He's just having a nice time. This one is actually one of my other favorites. This is a cat who's like creepily walking on two legs, like stalking. forwards. I really like this guy. I don't understand it. This is part of a set of toys where cats are walking on 2 legs. And man, he's doing his best right there. Right here we have from a set of like Japanese train scenes. If you look at it from like a bird's eye view, it is getting smaller as it goes backwards. And if you look at it from certain angles, that means that it really gives the impression of depth, of the thing moving farther into the background, which is kind of it's a cool effect for sure. This one here is like a metal deer on a stand, which this is another paradigm for Japanese toys, which is like kind of like hunting lodge animal statues. So we have a bunch of these. On our fridge we also have like some like boar heads and deer heads and stuff. If I had remembered, I would have put those in this as well. But a lot of times there's like magnets of like, you know, the head of a deer, head of a boar, that kind of stuff. So this one's a deer, and it's, what does it say on here? Hold on, let me look closer at it. It says, oh, well it says impara, but you can see that by yourself. It's in English as well. Impara. This is one of my favorite sets of toys. It turns out I have a lot of favorite sets, but this one is cats jumping into boxes, which who doesn't love that, right? So this is actually 2 parts. The cat is here, and then you can have him jump into the box. So we have that one. We actually also have this one, which is a cat inside of a tissue box. This is the one that I got. And it's, you can see that it's actually in like Scott's brand tissues. He's in a Scottish Fold brand of tissue box. It's called Scottish Fold box. And I love that little detail. This is a cat who's jumping into a bag, I guess that came from the fish market. And they actually detail out, you know, even though you're not really gonna see his face, you can still see the cat's face if you take him out of the bag. So I appreciate that it's not like, you know, because they know that the face is gonna be the thing that goes in the bag, so no one's gonna see it. But they still make it, you know, and I think maybe it's supposed to be like this, where he's like jumping downwards, because he's got like the angled face like that. I love cats. This is another series of toys that's like big-chinned animals. So we have this water buffalo here, and then we also have this guy who's a tiger. And they're, I don't know, they're just funny looking. I like them. They got the big chins and they're animals. This one's just a straight up trash can. Not much to say about it, I guess. It's just a trash can. Maybe it goes on a pencil or something. I don't know what it's supposed to really be, but it's a trash can. This is another cat one, which is like a little cat's you know, bed or something, like little cat's nook, where you can see him inside there sleeping. I just love me some cats. We got a little fox man here with, I think he's got like a straw hat, yeah. This one's another Mobile Suit Gundam that is sitting on top of a bottle cap. I don't really know why you'd want it. Maybe if you're having like a Gundam themed party, you can put these guys on top of like the bottle of 2-liter Coke or something, and it just feels more themed. Obviously a lot of this stuff is really just for collecting. You're not necessarily gonna use most of it for practical purposes a lot of times. This one's like a dumpling man or something. He's naked also. I don't know if he has a face. He does not have a face. He's just a dumpling man who's like diving into the ground. This one is a face. So this guy doesn't have a face, this guy does. He's just living his life, you know? Got a little dodo bird guy here, or whatever this is. I assume it's a dodo bird. Just an animal. We have another cat here. This one's smiling. He's having a real nice time. And he's on his like absolute tippy toes, you can see here. But yeah, this guy's a good kitty. I like him. This is like he's like diving or something. It's a keychain. But this is just a man pointing, and he's in a very straight position. It looks like he's flying through the air or jumping up or something. This is a car accident, I believe, or just like a wrecked hulk of a car. And it has a lot of detail on it. You can see the broken windows and stuff and smashed up body. Kind of scary to look at. I don't really like looking at car accidents, but it is a fascinating thing that they've made a toy of it. That's most Japanese capsule toys, that's what it is for me, is like, why do they make a toy of this? This one I got on the most recent trip to Tokyo, which is a series of Japanese buildings. So this is like a, you know, one of these classic Japanese style buildings that has hermit crab in it. So you can see the hermit crab coming out of the front door of this like, Japanese shrine. And he's just a cute little hermit crab. It actually comes in pieces, so you insert the hermit crab into the building. So that's a look at some of my Japanese capsule toy collection. Even going through that video, I was realizing there's a lot more of them that we could show. So maybe we'll do another one of these videos at some point. I have a lot of them. Let's leave it at that. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment with whichever one is your favorite of my capsule toys, and what kind do you want me to search for the next time I'm in Tokyo. I guess we'll have to wait until anyone's allowed to go back to onto an airplane for me to do that. But make sure you're subscribed on this YouTube channel if you're not already. Voice of Nick Vlogs, we have all sorts of behind the scenes content, looks into things I do that isn't streaming on here. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.